Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. Right, let's get into this day 3 roundup. And I tell you what, there were some crackers today. As you will see as we go through the scores, there is some matches still going on. I've actually got Sloane Stevens versus Kokogoff on in my living room right now. Sloane Stevens is a setup and a breakup, and she's 4-2 in the second set, and Sloane Stevens is looking to break again. So yeah, I mean, it looks like my prediction, which I'm a little bit upset about, of Sloane Stevens beating Kokogoff will come to fruition. Although I like Sloane Stevens as well, I just feel like maybe Kokogoff could have gone deeper potentially, but a really good run if Sloane Stevens does win this. Madison Keys and Kokogoff, I think she has to play Kerber, and then she comes through Kerber, then Osaka. So most likely, so that's a very, very tough draw. Anyways, let's go through the men's first then, and then we'll touch upon the women's as well, of course, as always. So let's get through these second round matches. Time flies, eh? TFO versus Payer came through that in straight sets. No surprises there. Same with RBA against Rusevori. FA as well came through in straight sets. And Medvedev, I mean, he is, I guess, one of, if not the leader of the chasing pack after Novak Djokovic. So a good win for him, and good to see him coming through in straight sets and making it straightforward for himself. This was a big upset. Casper Ruud, who's been in fantastic form in the last 3-4 months potentially, losing to Van der Zandschulp 3-6, 6-4, 6-3, 6-4. Very, very surprising and disappointing, actually. And I think I heard a stat that one of the commentators said earlier, which is 12 seeds from the men's have already fallen. And from the women's, I think it's 7. Normally, you'd expect it to be the other way around, because in the women's, it's so unpredictable and seeds just fall left, right, and center. But this year, it's the men's, of course, with no Federer and no Nadal as well. That doesn't help, to be fair, because they're normally quite solid and they'll get through the first few rounds at least. But yeah, anyways. Excuse me, my chugging water. Right, so Dan Evans came through, really good win for him against Giron in 4 sets as well. Good to see him getting through. Let's see how far he can go. Lajovic versus Gojowik even. Probably butchered his name. 5-set win for him against Lajovic. I thought Lajovic would win that, but I thought it would be tight as well, and it was. Nakashima Molcan now. I thought Nakashima would get through this. He actually was 2-1 up, as you can see from the scoreline. After being Isner as well, he'll feel like he missed out here, not capitalizing on an easier opponent and then going forward. So disappointment for him. Andahar beating Kohlschreiber. I thought Kohlschreiber would win that, so good win for Andahar in straights. Bagnis versus Chungiliti. Bagnis coming through that, which is nice in 4 sets, all Argentinian affair. Laxman beat Garin as I expected in 4 sets. Rublev beat Martinez, dropped 1 set in a tie break, which can happen, but then went on to win sets 3 and 4, 6-1. Dimitrov lost to Poprin. I was watching this match. It was a very good match. Poprin was playing extremely well. Dimitrov was playing well in spurts. Poprin, you can see they're taking the first 2 sets on a tiebreaker, and then was 4-love up and then got a walkover. Dimitrov was, he had called the trainer, I think, in the first, was it the first set, maybe, I want to say, towards the end. I think it was a foot issue. Alcaraz beating Rinderknech, which is really cool, 7-6, 4-6, 6-1, 6-4. He's the first player to reach a 3rd round in 2 slams at his age, and he basically is the guy to do it after, I guess, who Novak Djokovic was actually the first guy to do that. So a very impressive, very, very impressive stat for Alcaraz, and I guess we're hoping that Alcaraz is going to be very very successful, let's say, in his career. There's a lot of high hopes around him. We've gone through Fritz and Dimona and Djokovic and Rune, so I don't need to go through those. Then we'll go through today's. So at the moment, as you can see, Kevin Anderson versus Schwartz was going on. 5-all, they're just cleaning up the court. Then we've got Manarino versus Tsitsipas. I think Tsitsipas should come through that. Might not be straightforward, but I reckon he should come through that. Musetti Opelka, then we've got, that's a really good match. I'm going to go Opelka, just serving is going to be too big, and it's playing a bit quicker as well. Cressy, Basilashvili for me. Rublev, TFO, that's a really good match. I'm going to go Rublev, but you never know. Medvedev, Anderham, I'm going to go Medvedev. Laxonon versus Gauff. I'm going to go Laxonon. Van der Zandschulp versus Bagnes. I'm going to go Van der Zandschulp. Popper and Dan Evans. Oh, my heart says Dan Evans. My head says Popper. I'm going to go Dan Evans. RBA versus FA. Going to go FA, but he needs to turn up on the day. He can sometimes just drop off. We'll see. Mute, Berrettini, I'm going to go Berrettini. Karatsev, Thompson will be, I reckon that'll be quite tight, but I'm going to go Karatsev. Kudla, Otter, I'm going to go Otter. Hakac and Seppi, I'm going to go Hakac. Papisto, Ivashka, I'm going to go Ivashka. Lloyd Harris, Escobedo, I'm going to go Lloyd Harris. After beating Khachanov in the first round, really impressive from him. Zverev versus Ramos Vinales, I'm going to go Zverev. Monfils Johnson, I'm going to go Monfils. And Soccer Bublik, I'm going to go Bublik. Isner, Zveda, Isner, Nishikori, McDonald. I'm going to go McDonald. Brooksby, Fritz, I'm going to go Brooksby. Why not? Why not? And then we have Djokovic versus Greixspor. Djokovic all day. And Kardabayis, Bayana versus Shapovalov, which... yeah, should be Chapos as well, to be fair. So some really interesting matchups, especially the RBFA one as well. Interesting to see how those goes. Right, let's go on to the women's then. Krejcikova came through against Mikhail. Good win for her. In straights, Rakimov lost to Alexandrova. Rakimov beat Alexandrova. The seed is 6-4, 6-1. Rybakina came through in straights. Sabalenka as well in straights. Daniel Collins in straights. Azarenka in straights. That's a really good match, by the way. Kasatkina won in 3 sets against Vondrousova, which I thought she would win. Halep beat Kokova 6-3, 6-1. Osaka got a walkover, so interesting. Some players obviously don't enjoy that, but yeah. Oh, and Sloane Stevens has just beaten Kokogoff in straight sets. It's going to be a tough loss to take. Svitolina beat Masarova in straights. Mertens beat Grabnikopula in straights. I've probably butchered the name. Jabber, what a victory. 6-love, 6-1. That is absolutely carnage. Jabber, very, very good. Really exciting player. Muguruza beating Petkovic in straights. Andreescu. We've gone through these ones from yesterday, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, we have the first round matchups. Right, let's go on to the second round then. So, yeah, as I just said, Sloane Stevens just beat Kokogoff in straights at 6-4, 6-2. It's a real shame, like she didn't play her best tennis, Kokogoff, and she's still very young though, so she's got a huge career ahead of her if she just continues to be very, very, I think, dedicated to the sport, which she seems to be. She really does. Kerber, Kalinina, going to go Kerber. And then we've got the other matches tomorrow. Siniakova, Sakari. I'm going to go Sakari. Zhang, Raducanu. I'm going to go Raducanu, but it'll be a tough one. Kontaveit, Teichmann. I'm going to go Teichmann. Sorribes, Tormo. Say I'm going to go Sorribes, Tormo. Rybakina, Halep. Could go either way. I'm going to go Halep, though. Krejcikova, Rakimov. I'm going to go Krejcikova. Swiatek, Ferro. I'm actually going to go Ferro. But Swiatek should be her, really. Pavlyuchenkova, Shmaidalova. I'm going to go Pavlyuchenkova. Azarenka, Muguruza, I'm going to go Azarenka, Bencic, Trevisan, I'm going to go Bencic, Badosa, Gracheva, Badosa, Mertens, Jabeur, going to go Jabeur, Osaka, Fernandez, Osaka, Svitolina, Kasatkina, I'm going to go Kasatkina. It's got a feeling. Daniel Collins, Sabalenka, going to go Sabalenka, Barty, Taus, I'm going to go Barty, Samsonova, Minen, I'm going to go Samsonova, Kvitova, Pliskova, going to go Kvitova, Doi Pagula, going to go Pagula. Rogers and Sursti, going to go Sursti. And Tomljanovic versus Martic, going to go Tomljanovic. So that is the roundup for day 3. Of course, Stefanos Tsitsipas is the only player, if I'm not mistaken, still to play. And Kerber as well. I think they'll both come through those. To be fair, Schwartzman's playing Cameron Ellis at the moment, and that's everything. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. Please, 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 I implore you strongly to please like this video. The reason why I say that is because it really does help us out. It helps the algorithm for YouTube. It helps us get more people interested in the channel, and that's what you want for growth. So if you could do so, it really does help us out. Subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already. Again, helps out a huge amount. And click the notification bell as well to get alerted to all the new videos. Thank you very much, guys. See you tomorrow. If not just for the day roundup, then maybe for a watch along if we can. Thank you very much. Stay safe.